Hopefully everyone's having a good day today who's watching. Today I'm going to go ahead and go over things that have sold in the last week and a day or two. Yeah, so we'll get into it. It was 4th of July was yesterday, so happy 4th of July to everyone. We're going to go through this. So first thing is first. My name is John. On my selling platforms, I go by J&B Sunny. Me and my wife do this, and we sell on multiple platforms. We sell on Ebay, Depop, Poshmark, and WhatNot. We actually just did a WhatNot show with my family, so it was the first time I let my kids kind of get into WhatNot show, and they were selling like stuffed animals and stuff. I didn't know how it would go, but it actually went really well. So that's something we're going to start looking into, is maybe doing a couple more stuffed animal plushies WhatNot shows. It went pretty good, so we're going to try and do that again. I also sell CDs on live auction as well on WhatNot, and I do vintage and modern t-shirts on WhatNot as well. But I also use this cross-listing app, Nifty. I use Nifty to cross-list to eBay, all my places, eBay, Depop, Poshmark, WhatNot, on all those. And let me tell you, Nifty has been amazing. If you don't have Nifty, it is awesome. It's a cross-listing platform. When something sells, it delists it. It's easy to use. It keeps track of your numbers. I love it. It's been a lifesaver. It's been a business saver, actually. It's saved my business. And so I know last video I was talking how I really couldn't sell on Poshmark. Well, guess what? I'm selling on Poshmark now. It's awesome. I even got a couple sales on WhatNot that weren't on live auction. So that's pretty cool too. Now, is that really like paying my bills, the WhatNot and Poshmark? Not really, no, but it's helping, just putting icing on cake a little bit. Now, Depop, on the other hand, my main account is eBay, okay? But Depop, on the other hand, is killing it. So let's just jump on in. I'll show you. Yeah, so as we jump on in here, you can see right here, here's like my numbers. So on eBay, I made a profit of $1,200, and that's not gross. That's net profit, right? And then on Depop, I made a net profit of $689. And then Poshmark, $67 net profit, and then there you go with WhatNot, $50 net profit. So like I said, the Poshmark and WhatNot isn't like, my main things when it comes to selling not live stuff, because WhatNot, obviously that's the only place I sell live on. But my eBay and my Depop are the ones killing it, and Depop has been an amazing addition. I just started doing it like a month ago. I just started cross-listing with Nifty, and man, like I said, it's amazing. As you can see, Depop, I used to think was just vintage t-shirts and like Jenko jeans and stuff like that, but it has changed. Depop has changed. Everyone's over there buying, probably because it's free shipping. That's what I'm guessing. Everything over there is free shipping, so people are going over there and buying stuff, and it's awesome. I've been getting a lot of good sales. Like my Peter Millars are selling over there. My Wrangler Pearl Snaps I'm selling over there. So yeah, it's great. So let's look at more of my numbers. So in about a week and 2 days, or a week and a day, something like that, I've listed 421 items, and I've sold 106. So my sell-through rate isn't exactly where I want it to be, but it's okay. Now if we look down here, the mountain tees. I've sold more of the mountain tees, 4 of them. That's crazy. That's pretty good. Nike, obviously, Nike's always up there for me. I always sell a lot of Nike. Cutter and Buck, which could be because school's about to be starting in a month, and people are getting ready to go back to school, back to college. Maybe they're going to be a freshman in college. So a lot of my Cutter and Buck stuff I sell is college related, like has college teams on them. Gildan, that could be a variety of different t-shirts, right? And then Johnny O. I love selling Johnny O. Some people don't really say that it doesn't sell that well. I sell it really well. And like, if you don't know me, my numbers, I'm happy with, I'm happy with selling something for, $18. Like, I'm okay with that because I'm able to get my stuff pretty cheap. I usually sit around $2.50 to $3 an item. So that right there, I'm fine with selling things for $18. I can get my stuff for pretty cheap. And so I'm happy with that. But I know some people are like, I don't sell anything unless I can make $30 or it sells for $30. I'm not like that. I like to get things that other people really don't want to sell because they don't want to sell something for 18. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to sell something for 15 to 18 bucks. It's okay because I'm still making good money on it. And yeah, so that's why I sell t-shirts, button-ups, jeans, pants, shorts, dress shirts, any kind of clothing except shoes. I don't really dabble into shoes too much. I probably should. And hats, I really don't. It's mainly like shirts and shorts or shirts and pants, stuff like that. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into this. I think I've rambled a little bit too long. You guys have you've seen the numbers. It's not bad. I'm trying to get this going and keep getting more items in the store. I think right now on eBay I have like I don't know how much I have, but I think I have close to like 900 items in there now, which is fine. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I will be showing not everything I've sold, but I will be showing some things. Alright, so first is this Blink-182. It's one of my favorite bands of all time, Blink-182. So I'm a little biased when I see this kind of stuff, and I buy it. It's just a concert tee, just a tour, 2024, for 20 bucks. Happy with it. Happy with that. Not bad at all. Like I said, everything I buy is usually no more than $3 and some change. So it's either $3 or less. So just keep that in mind as we're going. All right, next is this flannel. So these flannels, me and my wife, mainly my wife, but I did make this one, so that's why I said me and my wife. We make flannels, custom flannels with patches on the back. So we buy flannels at like the bins. We get shirts from like the bins or wherever, and so we aren't really that, we're like maybe $2 into it, and then we make our own flannels by, as you can see, putting a custom. This is just a little Fender guitar patch that we put on the back. So we turned it like a George, I think it was like a George flannel, and with just a regular Fender guitar t-shirt that probably would have not sold, but we put them together and boom, we make 25 bucks. So it's not bad. I'll take that any day. I was happy with that, and it's fun. It was actually really therapeutic. I didn't think I would like it, but I did actually. It wasn't bad. I need to do more. Next, I had this for a while. It had a big stain in it, and I was trying so hard to get it out. I think I washed it a million times. Finally, I got it to where I could list it, where the stain wasn't as bad. Where if I showed it, people were like, well, it's not fine. I don't usually like working things out. Don't usually like washing things a million times, using Dawn dish soap, giving it an oxy bath. I don't like doing that. I like being able to buy stuff at the thrift store, and if it needs like a one wash or whatever, I'll do it. But if not, I sell it. I don't really like doing work into it, but I love this shirt. And I didn't notice it when I brought it home, until I brought it home that it had it on there. So I had to work. Finally, this vintage Bad Boys Club MMA shirt in the 90s tee, it sold for $30. So yeah, it was a lot of work, but for 30 bucks, I'm happy with it. If you hear some claws clicking around, oh, you might even see her. My dog is over there. She's not too happy I'm doing this video, I'll tell you that. She is not happy. All right, Next, we have The Chosen. So The Chosen, I think it's like a Christian band, something like that. I don't know. I love band tees. I love selling band tees. Do I get the most for band tees? No. But there's a million different things we could do with band tees. I could sell them on eBay. I can sell them on WhatNot, or we can make flannels with the band tees on it. So when I see a band tee, I look it up. And I just love selling them. I love bands. I love music. It's one of my favorite things to do is listen to music. And so I love selling them. So I'm going to keep buying them. Whether I make $4 on one net profit, or I make, you know, whatever. Like this one, the Chosen, $21.94 I sold it for. I'm okay with that. I probably got that. I think actually that was a bins find. I think I found that for at the bins. So yeah, of course I'll take that. That's good. Next, Patagonia, not my best sell. I did take an offer on it, $13. Am I happy with that? Not really. Okay, I don't want people to think like, oh, he just buys whatever and tries to sell it. I don't do that. All right, Patagonia, usually I can get more than $15 for it. For some reason, this shirt sat for a little bit. Actually, it didn't sit for a little bit. But I'm just willing to take offers, I guess. I mean, I am willing to do it. And yeah, so I took an offer of $13. Am I happy with it? Not really, but it moved, and I did make money on it. So, yeah. Keep things moving here. Liquid Blue, Grateful Dead. Now, this is cool. It's not like one of those crazy vintage ones or anything like that, but it is a liquid blue. But what's cool about it is it's the Grateful Dead Chicago Bears stadium, the Soldier Field where the Chicago Bears play. So I thought that was really cool. And so did someone else, I guess. It wasn't just me. I posted it the 15th and it sold the 28th for $20. I'm perfect with that. Like I said, everything I buy is usually $3 or under. So it's awesome. Next we have this vintage Jimmy's surf shirt. It's a men's large, teal green, abstract Woody's wagon, whatever I just wrote there. But yeah, but anyways, this is actually, I didn't know anything about these Jimmy's. Maybe you have, maybe you guys are like, this guy's an idiot for not knowing. But I didn't. And that's why it's good to look up things. I saw this shirt and I'm like, man, that's pretty cool print. And I don't know if you can see that right there. It's like a little Woody, you know, like the cars, the Woody. It was just sitting there. It was like a little patch on that pocket. So I just had to look it up because I liked the way it looked. And boom, good thing I did. Posted it on the 27th, sold it the next day for $25. I did take an offer on it, but $25, I sold it in one day. Got it for probably $3. Perfectly fine with that. That fits right into what I want to do. Next, Disney Cruise Line. Now, I thought this would do a lot better when I bought it. It did not, but I'm still had $17. It's just a regular polo. I like the colors on it. A Disney Cruise Line. Maybe someone's gonna get this because they're going on a Disney cruise and they're gonna wear it. I don't know. But didn't take too long to sell. Maybe 11 days it took to sell for $17. That's fine. Like I said, I'm okay with those metrics. I'm okay with those numbers. Those margins are perfectly fine for me because I get it. Especially if it sells within, a month. Fine. I like that. Next, Johnny O. Johnny O top shelf. Like a nice long sleeve button-up plaid. Yeah, it's real nice. What is May 13th? So it did take a little bit to sell. May 13th sold the 28th of June. So it did take a little bit to sell, but I did sell it for $20. So yeah, I don't know if I would. Like I said, I do like selling Johnny O, but I like selling Johnny O golf polos. That's what I like to sell. But this is the first time when I was out in the wild and I saw this Johnny O long sleeve. So I had to pick it up. I didn't look it up, but still sold for $20. While if I find something like that again, I'll pick it up probably. Right, especially because it sold for $20 and it sold, almost a little over a month. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. But you don't have to pick things up like that. You don't have to. That's why I did it and I sold it to show you what I got for it and what it's probably going to go for. And so you don't have to make that mistake if those don't fit into your margins, which that fits into my margins, so I'm okay doing that. Next, so this golf brand, I've sold a couple things from them now. Deverex, I think it's called, golf shirt. It's just a golf shirt, okay, sold for $18. Not bad at all. I'll take that any day of the week. What is that? Less than a month to sell. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. Next, Local Boy Outfitters. Just a nice little polo shirt. I heard about it, but I never really find it. But I saw this dog on there, if you see that dog, and right here. And I'm like, what is that? And I look and I'm like, man, I swear I've heard stuff about it. So I looked it up, and sure enough, good thing I did. It sold the same day I posted it. So I posted it and sold that day for $25. Perfect. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want that. Especially if you bought it, like that was definitely $3 or less. Everything I buy, like I said, is $3 or less. And if you don't know, I do my numbers as in I buy everything. When I get to the car, I see how many shirts I bought and then the total price. And then I, do the numbers that way and I average it out from each piece. So maybe I spent $5 on this polo, but after everything I bought, it brought it down, to under $3 usually. Like 90% of the time, it's $3 or less. So that's how I get my numbers. You can do it any way you want. That's just how I do it. I find it the easiest way, and it's easier to track for me. Well, hello. My camera stopped recording. So I got halfway through that video, and it stopped recording, and I kept going. So, let's see if we can keep doing this. How sad. Anyways, next one, which is a Monster Energy hoodie. This Monster Energy hoodie sold for $39.94. My wife's sister, she actually takes pictures for us, so I hired her to do that, and thank God she does. Like, she's helped this business, saved this business, took a load off of me and my wife's back. And so sometimes she finds things in there that she wants that I give her. So I'll give her like 45 shirts. She's like, oh, I really want this shirt. And I'll usually like give it to her, just take it, it's fine. Or she'll like trade it off and she'll find something in her closet and give it to me. Well, she found this Monster Energy, and the Monster Energy jacket, which was awesome. And it sold for way more than what that thing was probably worth that we traded for. So I couldn't have been any happier. I did tell her that it's probably worth a little bit more. She's like, it's fine, I don't need it. But yeah, if you look at the Monster Energy hoodie, they sell for a lot of money. So definitely, when you find one, you got to get it. Especially with like the cool little graphic on there. It'll sell amazingly. And it has like a little patch down there and all that. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for Monster Energy hoodies, especially in like when it starts hitting like that, winter and fall. They're gonna sell for even more. For $40 though, like how could you not? All right. Next. All right. Next we have the Primitive. So Primitive Dragon Ball Z. I don't pick up everything Primitive. I do pick up the collabs though. So when they have the anime collabs, I love picking up the Primitive ones. So like the Dragon Ball Z, the Demon Slayer, they sell for me. So be on the lookout for Primitive collabed with the animes. They sell really well for me. So sold for $20 and they sell pretty quickly. So I'm sorry guys, if I feel like I'm rushing, it's because I just did this. Now next we have this next shirt is a Built shirt. I don't really like Built too much anymore. It used to sell well. It doesn't sell well for me anymore. And I like to sell things that I like to sell. And if I don't like to sell it because I think it's too plain and it's not fun for me to list it and everything. So I don't want to sell them no more. So I probably won't pick up Built. But yeah, that's why I don't sell shoes or I don't sell glassware or anything like that, because I don't like doing it. I don't like cleaning shoes. I don't like shipping glass. That's just not what I like to do. So I'm not going to do it. And will it make me more money? Probably. It probably would make more money doing that stuff. But I I wouldn't do this anymore if that was the case, because I wouldn't like what I do. I do eBay, I do reselling, I do all this because I like doing it. So I'm going to sell things that I like to sell, and I'm going to go by my metrics. And that's just how it is. And yeah, so next we have this Polo Ralph Lauren, really sick. It's like the big paisley print, 2XL had everything that you can imagine going for it, except it just wasn't new with tags, but who cares? It sold for $47.94, so pretty much 48 bucks. Listed it on June 26th. It sold the same day, so how could you be mad at that? That fits in anybody's metrics. I don't care who you are. That's going to fit in your metrics. Be on the lookout for those all over print, especially paisley print in the Polo Ralph Lauren with that bright blue. Great. When I saw that, I knew it was selling. I knew I would have no problem getting rid of that and selling it quickly, and I didn't, for almost $50, guys, in one day. I mean, how could you not be happy with that? Next, we have this Psycho Bunny. Perfect. When I see Psycho Bunny, I get happy because I can sell Psycho Bunny for a lot of money, usually. But this had new with tags. You can't pass it up. Now, one funny thing is I did do a short not too long ago on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. I made a short, and in the short, I had me finding this shirt. Well, now it just sold for $70. Brand new with tags, Psycho Bunny. It's pink, has the tags, and it's 3XL. When you see something like that, you have to pick it up. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like I said, that fits into anybody's metrics, and if it doesn't, then how can you do this? I mean, how is that possible? But definitely do it. Definitely, when you find stuff like that, you have to get it. Amazing find. Next, we have this Turnpike Troubadours, another band tee. Like I said, I love picking up band tees. I'm gonna look them up, and if either I'm gonna get them to sell them, I'm gonna get them sell them on eBay or Depop, or I'm gonna get them to sell them on auction on WhatNot, or I'm getting them to make flannels. All right, I love finding band tees. It's what I love to do. I love music stuff. It's one of the first things I started selling when I got into selling on eBay and stuff was band tees, because I just love music, right? So yeah, but this band, it sells pretty good actually. So $22, not bad. We'll take that every day. Next, Abercrombie & Fitch jeans had some holes in them, holes in the jeans. Whatever, sold for 25 bucks. Perfect. We sell Abercrombie & Fitch jeans with holes. Why not? It fits in our metrics. We'll do it all day. Next, here we go. Some Depop orders, you guys. Depop orders, and I never thought I would say this, but a Robert Graham Depop long sleeve dress shirt on Depop, you guys. You have to be selling on Depop right now. It's going crazy. Everything's selling on Depop. Just do it because you're going to be surprised on what you can sell on there right now. And like I said, I think it's the free shipping. I don't know what it is, but Robert Graham long sleeve dress shirt on Depop, crazy, for $29.94. We'll take those all day. Next, we have a little Ralph Lauren men's gray t-shirt. That's just a basic Ralph Lauren shirt, not even a flesh pony, on Depop for 18 bucks, but still. Next, we have a Vineyard Vines, just a basic Vineyard Vines of the California on it, long sleeve on Depop for 20 bucks. We should be selling on Depop, guys. Next, we have a Fox Racing cycling jersey. If you see right there, it has the little zip. It's a cycling jersey. They do motocross, they do dirt bike, stuff like that. Never knew that they had cycling jerseys. I will definitely be on the lookout for that. Sold for $25 really quickly. It even has the water thing on the back where you can put your water bottle. I mean, amazing. I just knew I had to find it. Didn't look it up. I just knew I had to get it. Right? Now next is the mountain tee. I do like selling some mountain tees. When you find a mountain tee that has a wolf on it, I usually get it. You find a mountain tee that has a dragon on it, I usually get it. When it has a wolf and a dragon on it, you have to get it, okay? Because that's crazy. Look at this shirt. They're howling, both howling at the moon. It's a beautiful, the mountain tee. Yeah, you have them both on there. The wolf and the dragon, you get it, and you sell it for 28 bucks on Depop. Why wouldn't you do that? Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, you got to do it. Not even vintage. All right, next we have this. I love Depop because they make it so easy to combine your shipping. When they buy more than one, they do it on their end. You can do it on eBay too, but you have to do a little process. Depop, it's already there. So first we have this Johnny O for $27, which is nice. Johnny O for $27. And then we have a Peter Millar for $18. And a USC Trojans. I think that, yeah. So, awesome. We'll take that. We'll take those every day. Next, the weekend tee. All right, the weekend. We'll take the weekend stuff. I didn't think it would sell that well, but then I looked it up. You got to look things up. And boom, it's had a cool print on it, so that's probably one of the main reasons why it sold too. And it's a tour. But the weekend tee, you guys, for $22. Why wouldn't you pick that up? Next. All right, as you saw in my last episode, I got some Jenko stuff. I found them at the new rack coming out at Goodwill. I freaking grabbed them all, threw them in there, and I took them home. We all know when you see Jenko, you pick it up, right? Okay, so you pick it up. I'm still selling them. I'm way in the profit, like light years in the profit of this. I'm so excited about it. These ones they had a little embroidery, a little buckle, but you know, sold from $98.94. Perfect. We all know Jenko. We got to pick that up. Next is Alpine Stars. Alpine Stars, Y2K vintage with that tag. If you are in the realm that I am, you're into like the metrics that I do, and you're happy with $20 sale, you pick it up. Next, all right. Next we have this Peter Millar Depop. Peter Millar. Peter Millar sells amazingly on Depop. It sells amazing on Depop. Like I said, I never thought that would be the case, but it does. So definitely get some Peter Millar if you sell them on Depop and sell it. This Peter Millar had a little embroidery of Whispering Rock, and it sold for 25 bucks like that, right? What is it? 8 days on Depop for 25 bucks. It's selling better than it does on eBay. All right, awesome. All right, next. Oh, I love this Dixon flannel. And it's a Dixon flannel, but not only that, it's a band Dixon, the collab, Shine Down flannel for Dixon. Great. You see that? You see Dixon flannel, you pick it up. You see a Dixon flannel that's collabed with like a band, you definitely pick it up. It's even worth even more money. Sold it for 70 bucks, you guys. I probably could have even got more for it, but sold it for $70. I sold it quickly, so that's one of the reasons why I took a offer on it. If I get things cheaply, and I can sell them. I mean, I'll just sell them. Next, okay, South Pole. I had no clue this would sell, you guys. I had no clue that this would sell. But I looked it up like I told you guys to do. Look it up. You have to. Because it had that little Y2K print and stuff, I looked it up. $29. This South Pole. South Pole sold for $29 on eBay. Look it up, you guys. Look it up. Nice little Y2K print. Okay, next we have this Lacoste. Lacoste, I love picking up Lacoste. If I find Lacoste polos, I'm just picking up. I don't need to look it up. I sell them all for more than $17. It never fails. Okay, never fails. I sell them for $17 or more. This one is really nice because it has the stripes on it, the colorful stripes. So it's really good. I will pick that up every single time I find it right now. Lacoste stuff sells so good for me, and I get it so cheaply. So why would I? Did it again. Did it again, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to lose it. But luckily this time I was ready for it, and I didn't keep going on like a dummy. I was ready. Alright. It's happened a couple times now. But I'm ready. ready for it the last 2 times. All right. So, where were we? Gonna jump right back on track. Seattle Mariners. Really cool Hawaiian print. Had the cool flamingos. Had like the pink flamingos. I don't pick up every baseball team's Hawaiian shirts, but this one I had to because I had the nice blue color, had the nice pink, but it's also what? It's baseball season right now. MLB's playing right now, so I knew it would sell. I knew that colorway was so cool. And so I don't always pick them up, right? Because like the Diamondbacks isn't going to sell for that much money. I live in Arizona, I can say that. Hate me if you're a Diamondbacks fan, I don't care. But it's not like the Yankees or the Giants or the Dodgers, stuff like that. But Mariners is kind of in the same boat. But it's baseball season, and those colorways together, it looks sick. I knew it would sell. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Next we have this Johnston and Murray 3XL, guys. That's what was the selling point for me. And the next selling point was all over print avocados. The all over print avocados on it, okay? That's a cool graphic. Has all these avocados everywhere. But then I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then the 3XL sold me, all right? Johnston and Murphy, they have 3XL. You're going to be pretty good. With avocado print, all over print, it's really good. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Not all Johnston Murphy is created equal, though. Next, Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama doesn't sell for like it used to, like 30, 35 bucks. Not no more. I don't really sell Tommy Bahama too much unless it has a cool print. This one doesn't have a really cool print, and for some reason it's a size small, and I still picked it up. And I got lucky. I mean, this is one of my lucky sales so like recently. I shouldn't have picked this up. But thank God I did, because I got lucky and I sold it for $27 pretty quickly. But usually this Tommy Bahama, and it's not the coolest print. It's kind of cool, and it's a size small. Probably wouldn't be picking that up. Got lucky, I'm gonna say. I think I would have probably sold that for 17 bucks, but hey, sold it for 27. You got to be lucky sometimes in this business, and I was right there, in my opinion. All right, next we have this Under Armour all over print, floral. It's not the playoff polo, none of that. But what it has going for it is the AOP with all those little micro flowers. That sells. The Under Armour sells okay, especially like if it's the playoff polo. This was not. This was just a regular like loose polo, but it had the all over print flowers. Be on the lookout for that. Okay, that sells really well. Next, Wrangler Pearl Snap on Depop. That's crazy, but it sold for 27 bucks, you guys. Next, we have this one on WhatNot. It's so cool, 420. If you know that, it's a Batman collab with cookies. Okay, 420 friendly, the little marijuana brand right there. If you don't know, cookies is that, and it sells pretty good, but especially if it's collabed with things. So this sold on WhatNot for $25. Now, as you can see, my WhatNot name is JNB Sunny Thrift. So if you ever want to catch a show or go look at my store, you can go on WhatNot and go check it out. In the description of this video that you're watching right here, I will put a link, and in that link there will be a link to go to WhatNot and sign up for it if you don't have it, and you get a free $25 to spend on WhatNot. Okay, on any show, doesn't have to be mine. Okay, on any show you get a free $25 to go spend on WhatNot. Take advantage of it. The link is in the description. Go click the link to go sign up for WhatNot if you haven't signed up for it yet, and go get your free $25. It's worth it, I'm telling you. All right, next, this is on Depop. We have an Oakley, just a simple Oakley polo, but it had a cool graphic on it. That's why I bought it and sold it. Okay, what did I sell it for? Sold it for 25 bucks. Pretty good, right? Next. Sick Warriors jersey. Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry. I love this jersey when I saw it. Brand new with tags. I've never seen this before. I don't even know who it is. Freedom Force. I have no clue. All right. But I just knew it would sell because it's a sick one and it's brand new. So for $43 on Depop, you guys. It's a sick jersey. When you find jerseys, just look them up. probably going to be good. The Strokes is the next one. The Strokes band t-shirt, $23, you guys. And it's everywhere, right? These band tees are everywhere. Everywhere you look, you can find them. Just look them up. And look at $23 on Depop, you guys, for this simple Strokes t-shirt. Look them up when you find them. I love selling band tees. Next, here's another one. You gotta look it up. I have no clue what it was. Still really don't, but Nifty does. So when you put stuff into Nifty, you put the pictures into there, it will figure out exactly what that is, and it knows. And it'll put it all in there for you. You don't have to do anything. All right? You just got to put the price. Nifty is amazing, you guys. I'm going to put my link down there for Nifty as well. So if you want to get Nifty, go click on that link for Nifty. And I think you get maybe like a discount on it or something for your first month if you click that link. Don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure. All right, next we have a Shaka Wear, El Chapo, Forbes Billionaire. This shirt was huge. I think it was like a 3XL, 4XL, right? But when you see El Chapo, you pick it up, you guys. When you see El Chapo stuff, you pick it up. It sells well. Next. Whoops. Next. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Next is this on Poshmark. Poshmark sale. Camo Cabela's. Camo Cabela's shirt. And it's sold in June. But it's Cabela's and it's camo. And it sold for $28, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. You know, in wintertime, it's going to sell for even more. Especially that camo. Especially with that Cabela's. It's good pickup. Alright. Alright, you guys. That was it. That's all she wrote. I did this video for the third time. You're going to only see it one time. But I did it 3 times in a row because my phone kept stop recording. Luckily, the last 2 times, I caught it. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But the things I do for you guys. No, I'm just joking. But definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, that helps me out a lot. Even if it's just like, hey, how you doing? Happy 4th of July. Can't wait for the next one. Whatever it is, just comment down there. It helps me out a lot. Helps the channel out a lot. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day or night whenever you are watching this. And until next time, I'm going to try and get one out shortly. So be on the lookout for it. Subscribe, you guys. Thank you. Bye.